What's really good? We are back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. On today's squad, we have a little bit of a pseudo-hail team. We have the Alolan Ninetales and the Alolan Sandslash. These two Pokemon work really well together. And then of course we have support. We have Rapid Spin. We have things like Scizor, Garchomp, and then of course the Stealth Rocker, Nihilego. And then my opponent, on the other hand, has 4 Pokemon that hit extremely hard right off the bat. No setup needed. Tapu Lele, Alolan Marowak, Vikavolt, and Mega Metagross. So we got to figure out some way to play around all his monsters that he has on his team. But looking at his team, he has the Kamala to get rid of Stealth Rocks, but I'm just gonna go straight for my Stealth Rocks anyways. I don't even care. I'm not too worried about his Kamala coming out and Rapid Spinning. So what I'm gonna do now is lead off with my Nihilego, go for my Stealth Rocks. As he leads off with his Metagross, I'm pretty sure he predicted my lead to be Nihilego or Ninetales. So he really had nothing to lose by leading off with this Metagross here. But I'm going to go for my Stealth Rocks, get those up as quickly as possible. And next turn, he's just going to finish me off with an Earthquake. So my rocks are up, not too worried about that. But what this is going to allow me to do is actually go out to my Garchomp and maybe try to bait his Celesteela to come out. Because on my Garchomp, I actually have Swords Dance, Fire Fang, but I also am holding the Firium Z, which is going to turn my Fire Fang into Inferno Overdrive, which can actually OHKO or come close to OHKOing defensive Celesteela. So, like I said, what I'm going to do now is go for the Swords Dance, but he actually goes out to his Kamala. Not quite the best idea. I think he was thinking he might be able to take a hit and then Rapid Spin, but there's no way he's going to be able to take a hit if I just go straight for the Earthquake afterwards. And I think he was predicting me to go for the Z move, honestly. Maybe straight for it, trying to take out that Metagross and maybe his Celesteela. So maybe he thought he could take the hit. But either way, honestly, he wasn't going to be able to take 2 hits from my Garchomp there. But here, I'm actually going to switch out because he brings in his Tapu Lele. I don't know what he's going to go for. I don't know if he's going to go for the Moonblast, Sidekick, maybe HP Fire, predicting my Scizor to come in. And that's actually exactly what I do. I spring in my Scizor right away. And not all Tapu Leles run HP Fire. So I was like, maybe he doesn't have it, but he goes straight for it. When I definitely could have just set up on his face. I didn't want to switch out, but I had to scout to see if he had if he was going to go for the Psychic or anything like that. I wanted to see what item he had. I didn't really know anything about it. Tapu Lele's move pool is so vast that it's not always easy to know what every single one's going to have. They're all going to carry Moonblast and Psychic. We know that. But then they could run Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, HP Fire. Like, it gets so many good special attacks. But either way, I'm going to switch right out because obviously I don't want to get hit by another HP Fire. But he knows I'm going to switch out, which is why he goes out to a Celesteela. But on his Protect, I actually go for the Swords Dance. Now, he went for Protect because he figured that I might go for the special version of Inferno Overdrive. But I'm actually running the physical version because I have Fire Fang, like I said before. So I'm going to boost it up with Swords Dance, and then I'm going to use it as he doesn't Protect on this turn. So that was a good turn for me. I think he overheard that I had the Z move on this Garchomp, which is why he was playing like that. But that's his own fault. He went for Protect as I went for the Swords Dance, and then to my dismay, he barely lives, man. Like, come on, he lives with like 10 HP. Just let him die. Oh man. But anyways, I did plenty of damage to the Celesteela. He is going to gain a little bit of his HP back after the Elite Seed, but he actually doesn't Protect. He just goes. I think he might have predicted me to use Swords Dance again or something, I don't know. But he just doesn't Protect, he just lets me kill him. Either way, even if I did Swords Dance again, we probably still would have been in the same situation. He might have gotten off like a Heavy Slam or something, but I would have killed him either way, and then he would have just gone out to his Tapu Lele as a revenge kill. Now here is where I make a big mistake. I probably should have just switched in Scizor to die here, but instead I make literally like the worst play I could have made. I bring in my Ninetales, and it takes a huge hit. What I could have done was just let Scizor die, and then bring in a Pokemon that could take the hit, whatever move he went for afterwards. But what I did here was I bring in my Ninetales, and I just let it die to 2 Psychics. So I made 2 mistakes, I guess. The first mistake was bringing in my Ninetales to begin with. The second mistake was letting him hit it twice and kill it. Because what I could have done was just send out my Ninetales to set up the Hail, switch back to Scizor, let that die, and then I could have gone out to my Sandslash. But what I did was allow my Hail starter to die for absolutely no reason. when Sandslash is actually one of the biggest threats on my team. So now I only have 7 turns to work with, or I guess maybe 6 turns to work with this Hail right now. So what I'm going to do is go straight for the Iron Head. I didn't want to take a chance with Tapu Lele, even though I definitely 100% should have Swords Dance right there, just based on the fact that he's not going to stay in when he needs that Tapu Lele. So I'm making a lot of misplays right now. I let my Ninetales die for absolutely no reason, and I didn't Swords Dance when he was obviously going to switch out. But see, the thing is, I don't know. In hindsight, yeah, it's pretty obvious that I should have Swords Danced because he clearly switched out, but I didn't actually know he was going to switch out. And on top of that, I know for a fact that Slush Rush Sandslash is still slower than Choice Scarf Tapu Lele, which is why I went for the Iron Head. Because if he had decided to go for Psychic on my Swords Dance, he would have just ended up 2-hit KOing me before I even got a chance to do anything, which is why I went straight for the Iron Head. I went for the safe play rather than the risky one. But I definitely should have taken a risk there. But if he had killed my Sandslash, I might have been like just shit out of luck. I don't know if I would have been able to I don't know, man. It's just in hindsight, obviously I should have Swords Danced, but it's easy to say that because he switched out in reality. But I didn't actually know he was going to switch out. But either way, I switch out to my Starmie as he goes out to his Metagross. Here, I'm very confused as to why he did this. I'm not quite sure if he knew I had the Thunder Wave already, but it didn't make any sense for him to go out to Marowak unless he knew that already. Otherwise, he would have just lost his Marowak for no reason. So he must have known I was going to go for the Thunder Wave. Either that or he just didn't care about his Marowak anymore. Maybe he just wanted to sacrifice his Marowak and then go out to his Tapu Lele to revenge kill, because he only has 3 Pokemon left. So maybe he just didn't want to take a hit on his Metagross. But either way, I'm going to go out to my Scizor, let him kill that, and that's going to be that. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure if he knew I had Thunder Wave or not. I do sit in my Discord calls while I'm playing, so I was playing somebody else right before I played him. Maybe he overheard that I had Thunder Wave, or maybe he was just trying to sacrifice that Marowak like I said. But he goes straight for the Flare Blitz, and I just sacrificed my my Scizor there. Last turn of Hail, might as well go out to my Sandslash, just gonna Earthquake him. So at this point, I'm thinking, how do I win this battle? He has a very fast Mega Metagross. He has a Scarf Tapu Lele in the back. He's gonna bring in his Metagross right here, just take me out with an Earthquake. So my only chance to win, from what I see, is by paralyzing this Metagross. Because if I don't paralyze the Metagross, he's going to outspeed my Garchomp. Garchomp's going to get 2-hit KO'd probably. I don't know if I can kill him with 1 Earthquake, but either way, even if I kill him with the Earthquake, he has the Scarf Tapu Lele in the back. So basically what I have to do is paralyze this Metagross, kill it somehow while being healthy enough to take a hit from Tapu Lele so that I can paralyze that too, and somehow kill that with maybe a combination of Starmie and and Garchomp. So basically, I don't know. My point is, the only chance I even have at all to win this battle is by paralyzing the Metagross, hoping he gets some kind of Parahacks or maybe misses some Meteor Mashes, and then from there I can, you know, recover up and maybe scald him and try to kill him before he kills me. He's going for Meteor Mash solely for the purpose of getting the attack boost, which is going to help him kill me, because if he only went for Earthquake, he wouldn't have been able to kill me at all, because Earthquake wouldn't have done enough damage to where I needed to recover every turn. But now it'll definitely do some damage, because with a +1, look how much damage he does to me with +1 Earthquake, about 60%. So I have to pretty much spam recover until he gets paralyzed, but this man basically never got paralyzed. I mean, he did, but at first he didn't, and I was like, yo, if this was me, I would have been paralyzed 6 times in a row by now. Like, what? And then he barely ever missed Meteor Mash, and I say it as he misses it right there. But him missing that Meteor Mash is going to give me my first opportunity to hit him with a Scald. So basically, you see what I'm doing here, right? I have to basically wait for him to get paralyzed so that I can recover up and hit him. If he doesn't get paralyzed, he'll just kill me. Eventually, Bullet Punch is going to be strong enough to take me out. I'm not quite sure when that's going to happen. I thought it was now. I have 44 HP. I'm not quite sure if Bullet Punch would have killed me there, but he doesn't go for it, so I'm not complaining. Luckily for me, he pretty much like gets paralyzed every time I need him to. Pretty sure Earthquake would have killed me from where I was if he didn't get paralyzed. But this is going to allow me to go for another Scald. I don't think Bullet Punch will kill me from 55 or whatever I'm at, or 56, excuse me. Gonna go for another recover here. Earthquake might kill me, but it doesn't. but now I'm definitely in range to die to a Bullet Punch. Definitely, no questions asked. I only have 26 HP. Bullet Punch will definitely kill me, but he gets paralyzed again, and I recover again. That's kind of clean. I got so lucky right there. I'm not even gonna lie. I got super lucky. He definitely should have taken me out a long time ago. If he takes out my Starmie, he has a free win because Tapu Lele is just gonna be able to kill my Garchomp with a Moonblast. But here I actually get back up to full, but he just hits me with another Earthquake. Gonna go for another recover. I need him to get paralyzed because if he doesn't get paralyzed, I won't have enough HP to take a hit from Tapu Lele, which is my entire goal here. I need him to get paralyzed, and I need to be at full enough HP to take a hit from Tapu Lele. He's gonna go for a Meteor Mash. Actually misses again. He wants the attack boost. I think I would have just kept spamming Earthquake if I was him 100% at that point, because as long as he gets a hit off, I would have been weak enough to not be able to take a hit from Tapu Lele, but him going for the Meteor Mash just gives him a higher chance of missing, which is going to allow me to actually kill him, and then I'm going to be able to paralyze the Tapu Lele, which means that I'm going to be guaranteed the W here, because if I paralyze the Tapu Lele, or Thunder Wave does have a chance to miss, but luckily for me I actually don't end up missing, and actually lucky for me he doesn't end up getting a critical hit with a Shadow Ball or anything. But here I am going to go for the Thunder Wave, and it does hit, and that's going to guarantee that I win the battle at this point, because I'm just going to be able to go for a couple Scalds. Even if he does kill me with another Shadow Ball next turn, I have my Garchomp in the back. Garchomp's definitely going to be faster than Tapu Lele, and Earthquake will definitely take that thing out from where he is. But I get lucky again, and he actually gets paralyzed. So Starmie is actually going to be the MVP of this battle, and is actually going to be the one to finish up everything for me, which is pretty crazy. I got super lucky in that exchange. I actually even made some mistakes. I used Scald on the turn where I should have used Recover again. But that's just the game, man. That's just the game. It was a bad turn of events for him. I don't know. For the longest time, it just felt like the longest time he wasn't getting any hacks at all. He was hitting all his Meteor Mashes. He was hitting all his. He was never getting paralyzed. I sped it up though, so it didn't seem that way. But in real time, it definitely felt like he was just getting like super lucky. Obviously, he got unlucky, but when I say super lucky, I mean in the fact as if he never got paralyzed for like 5-6 turns straight, and he didn't miss anything either. But anyways, that was a great battle. I had a great time playing that battle. Shout out to whoever sent me that team. If you guys do want me to use your teams, use the hashtag #TeamsForShofu on Twitter. Send me your teams. I've been looking through them every night. Got a lot of good ones lined up for the next couple of videos. But thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back another time for another battle. And when I say another time, I mean tomorrow. I'm out of here. Bye!